I thought of something that they could actually teach at school that would be worth knowing. Now, I know that sounds sort of strange because there are many things at school that are worth knowing. Yet when I thought about all the things that I could actually remember from junior high and high school, there were only a few things that I could actually remember. My ignorance amazes me. Perhaps it will amaze the viewer as well. So I remember, perhaps at high school, possibly at junior high school, there were occasionally suggestions about how to study. And I believe these suggestions may have come from teachers, although possibly my parents. I'm not really sure. Whatever happened, it didn't soak in. Yet then, sometime after I'd attended college for a while, I went to a Barnes & Noble at Seattle, where I saw the kind of people who tend to do almost everything in their lives right, studying. And I watched them study, and I noticed how they did it. They wrote things out on little cards, and they put the cards on a little circle, and then they'd flip through them and read them, and then they'd turn the card over to see if they could still remember what it said, and so they'd go through things like that. Now, you've all heard of note cards previous to this, but it wasn't until I saw actual human beings using them live who looked like they knew what they were doing that it occurred to me that they probably actually worked. So here's what they should try teaching in 7th or 8th grade. They have a person, and the person is doing all of the things that a person who studies well actually does. You know, maybe they're writing things down on cards and flipping them over. Perhaps they're taking little notes in the margin of their book. There's actually these things that people can do to like learn and remember what they read and do their homework. So they have a person who's doing that, and that person is the model. And through something like mirrored glass or something like that, the students, one at a time, almost like an acting or mimicry lesson, would watch the person studying well and then mimic their actions. And for the quality of their acting, they would get some kind of reward, like, I don't know, something that the kids would actually like, and have it be so that about a third of the kids got one of the rewards, and about a third got a slightly better reward, and a third got a really awesome reward. But they could retake this again and again if they wanted. So they could retake studying mimicry acting class if they wanted to, because then they would actually have the physical practice of doing this, and the person doing it would have they would learn by imitation from this other person who might be, oh, I don't know, perhaps somehow socially favored looking from whatever perspective the person had. So I think that if I had actually mimicked a person studying well a few times for a few hours during 7th or 8th grade, I might have actually used those skills during high school and college, and it might have made a difference and made me less ignorant than I am. So that's something I think they should add to the school curriculum.